A genius little girl rebuilds a broken and defeated robot to become a new powerful champion of justice in her hometown. That's right, I'm talking about Overwatch's newest characters, Efi and Orisa. If you're anything like me, then you're a fan of Overwatch, which was actually the first-person shooter online game that I bought and stayed involved with since, oh my god, I don't even know, Unreal Tournament I used to play with my friends online from time to time. I love the bright and colorful environments, the plethora of amazing, interesting, diverse characters, and over the past few months, we've gotten even more. We've got Ana Amari, a healing sniper who is an older woman in her 60s and is the mother of Farah Amari. We've got the Latina hacker Sombra, who is a member of Talon. And now, coming up, we've got Orisa, a redesigned Omnic robot done up by a little girl, a 10-year-old girl from an African nation near Nigeria who lives in the town of Mumbai called Efi. One of the things that really struck me about Orisa is that she is a positive reply to the criticism that the Overwatch team have received with regards to the lack of body types for their female characters. Now, this is something that Jeff Kaplan of the Overwatch team himself actually goes into in his video about Orisa. In her video about slender body types for female characters, this is something that Anita Sarkeesian also talks about with regards to Overwatch, with the release of their 5 characters, all of whom have slender body types. As Anita also points out later on in the same video, Overwatch did come out with 3 new female characters who do have a range of body types, such as the big buff Zarya, the small chubby Mei, and the older Ana Amari, who is 60 years old, I think, which is awesome. And I feel that Orisa is also furthering upon that, giving people more of what they want with a diverse range of fantastic characters. And I'm completely here for it. I feel that there's a lot of positive to unpack just with the characters of Efi and Orisa. Throughout most of my life, I can remember many and many a television ad talking about the poor conditions in Africa, as though, you know, Africa is an entire nation instead of a continent comprised of many nations that desperately need our help. So to have it set one in Nubani, which is near Nigeria, as this futuristic, peaceful, wonderful metropolis of progress and technology, I feel it's a really good positive look at a part of Africa that is kind of akin to what Star Trek has done for us. Another thing I feel is really good is that they are taking an old story type, which is a boy and his robot. I've seen this more in anime than in Western animation, although there's probably more examples than I can think of right now. But I'm talking about stories such as Gigantor, which was originally Tetsujin 28, or Giant Robo. In the Western animation example, the Iron Giant. You know, the story of a boy and his robot. Instead, we have a young black genius girl and her robot who she rebuilt and redesigned and is teaching to be a great champion of justice. And I just love it. It's sweet, it's adorable, it's hopeful, it's utterly fantastic. And for what Jeff Kaplan says, Orisa is meant to be an anchor tank, much like Reinhardt, with a big old shield that people gather around and defend as they move the cargo forward. I'm just so utterly stoked for this character. I'm also reminded of a Tumblr post I once saw, which talked about how if white girls want to have someone from Disney princesses that they can look up to who look like them, well, they got a wide range of choices to choose from. Black girls only have Tiana from Princess and the Frog, who, from what I remember, is only human for 15 minutes of the film, I think. In short, Overwatch, in designing this new character, didn't come out with yet another straight white guy with stubble, they came up with a sweet, adorable robotics engineer genius who basically makes, a robotic superhero. And I just love that. Instead of taking the same tired old default for a video game protagonist, they came out with someone new and interesting and just wonderful. And I absolutely cannot wait to play as Orisa. I hope you give the character a chance too. I certainly hope she comes out soon. From what I heard from some of the players on Overwatch who actually got into the beta of playing her, she is, while a bit overpowered, is really cool to play. I'm Triple J. That's all I got left to say. Take care.